how about some good news in the middle of all this chaos of COVID-19 and social distancing, huh?
We need some good news, and we need for people to start telling us their good news and sharing it.
Yeah, what is your good news anyway? 800-447-7234.
All right, so we have a teacher that is spreading some good news. Deborah Cowley, she's transforming homeschooling. She's actually showing up at kids' houses because she was their teacher before all of this started.
Yeah.
And she's not even really teaching them as much. She's got signs that say, I love you. I miss you. I can't wait to see you again. Big hearts and that. And you can see she has like an infectious smile, and the kids are writing her notes back and sending pictures to her. And so that's some good news that we can share.
Yeah, she even went to one house and knocked on the door. No, she texted and said, hey, I'm just outside.
Yeah.
And then she went over to the window, and there she is with a note.
That's so
I miss
cool.
you. I love you.
That's so cool.
I know. That's good news.
It is.
We need some good news. Would you share it, please?
His morning crew.
In the middle of this whole social distancing thing, we're thinking, we need some good news, right? It's Rob and Liz, His Morning Crew at His Radio, 800-447-7234.
And we are getting good news. Gina Prank said they are so blessed to have seen their precious grandson. They can't hold him yet, but they got pictures thanks to
Good.
technology, and she is posting it all over Facebook. I get you, Gma.
It's even in our care community, which is a Facebook group you can get online as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got some good news to share. Tell us some good news.
My oldest brother had an aneurysm, and the doctors, all of them, the whole team, the speech therapist, everything, they were saying that we should put him in a home because he'd never recover. I held on to his wife, and I said, I'm going to say something, and she said, don't. And I said, nope, I have to. And I told the whole team, I said, you don't know our family, you don't know my brother, and you certainly don't know our faith, and he will walk out of this hospital. And he did 3 months later.
Such an answer to prayer. He just won't give up. Amazing. So how's your brother today?
Paralyzed on the left side, but he can walk. He does very well, and his attitude is amazing. Everybody calls him Smiley now. So God works wonders, and you just have to believe.
Don't you like that? I love that. That's great news that you're sharing. And they call him Smiley today.
That is my favorite part of the entire call, I think.
We need some good news.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Yesterday, 6:15, I don't know if you were listening to Tiffany on the way home, or if you were out and about, or just listening on the My His Radio app or Alexa. We played Waymaker last night, and it was for a specific purpose, and that was for our healthcare workers at the hospitals. Now, Georgia and North Carolina has stay-at-home orders,
Yes.
so people there, unless they were working at the hospital, were at home praying for our healthcare workers. South Carolina, on the other hand, there's some cities that stay home, others that are not. Here is Nancy at a hospital where they were literally, listen to this, they were literally in their parking lot, and they were praying in their parking lot, doing Waymaker right from the car speakers. It was amazing. She's walking up and down,
Yeah.
and she's showing everybody. And this is posted in the care community.
Yeah, there's probably, 10 or 15 cars there. People pretty much staying in their car, just listening to the song and praying. It was pretty amazing. Also, Tanya was at Piedmont Medical Center, and they prayed. And then you had Christy, who said her mom was a patient inside one of the hospitals.
Yeah.
And so they saw her from the window, and they sat outside and prayed. It was amazing.
It was.
Yeah.
Thousands across the Carolinas and Georgia literally participated at 6:15 last night. Our family was doing that too.
Yeah.
I mean, we were streaming it and everything. It was just amazing. If you were a part of that last night, we would love to hear from you, your thoughts, what you did, what you were praying for. Here's the number. It's 800-447-7234.
His morning crew.
I have to tell you, it was really amazing last night at 6:15. I'm Rob, that's Liz. It's His Morning Crew on His Radio. When people started hearing this song, And the whole purpose of 6:15 last night, if you were a part of it, was to pray for our healthcare workers, specifically a lot at the hospitals.
Yeah, Sylvia said that there was a group at Waccamaw Hospital in Murrells Inlet. They all sang Amazing Grace, and she said, I would have had pictures, but my phone died.
Oh, no.
I know.
Regina did send in one of her and her husband. They were standing outside the hospital praying for the healthcare workers at that hospital in that parking lot.
And Tanya said there were some gathered at Prisma Oconee Memorial to pray and show support for the local superheroes.
I wonder if they saw Julia, because she was there too.
Yeah.
She was right outside the parking lot. Actually, she took video of people who are in their cars, and they are praying, and they're singing this song right along with us at his radio, which was amazing. See several people standing outside their cars with their hands wide up in the air, man.
Love that.
They were vertically focused
Right.
and just praying and just singing right along with this song. That all happened last night. And a lot of these pictures, by the way, are posted in our Care Community Facebook group.
Yeah, and people are already talking about next week and another group of people like the first responders and, different people that are necessary, the grocery store workers, the delivery people. I think it's awesome if we prayed for a different group of people every single day.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
That would be so good. Hey, if you did that yesterday, we would love to hear from you. 800-447-7234. It's his morning crew.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
You want to have a camp out in the backyard with your family?
Does sound like fun during this time, you know?
That sounds
Can't
cool.
go anywhere, no vacation.
Right.
Pitch a tent in the backyard.
Yeah, Sandra Hartzell posted this in our Care Community Facebook page. And if you're not a member, just text the word CARE in and we'll send you that link. But 2 weeks from today, April 17th, is National Backyard Campout Day. So there's a company, they're called Trail Life, and they say just throw up a tent, cook over a fire, or if you really don't have a place in the backyard, just make a fort in the living room.
Oh, Trail Life is doing this.
Yeah.
They're like, for lack of a better way to put it, I don't want to put it this way, but they're like a Boy Scout, Christian version of Boy Scouts, although Boy Scouts are, believers. But that's a version of kind of Boy Scouts. Trail Life is.
So they're promoting this.
They are. They're doing this.
Yeah, so around the fire pit, make some s'mores, campfire songs. Do you know any campfire songs?
Oh, yeah. Spencer and I, if we do this, we might as well do it in our family.
Yeah.
We'll bring our guitars right from upstairs.
see.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you had banjos or mandolins or...
No, we're not
Okay.
that. Although it does sound like fun, doesn't
I think it sounds like fun. Right?
it?
Maybe a tambourine in there somewhere.
Okay, don't go outrageous here.
It just sounds like fun.
It does.
And something for the kids you can talk about for the next 2 weeks. Get them excited. They're past being bored. They can come up with all kinds of backyard camping activities
Nice.
that you could do. Yeah.
Not next week, but the week after.
Yeah, the 17th.
Thursday? Friday. Friday the 17th.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. Camp out in the backyard.
There we go.
You got to like that.
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
Who would have thought a month ago when we're just hearing about the coronavirus and going, oh, those poor people in China have to wear
Yeah.
masks. And we go off to the grocery store, don't think about it. Now, today, you go off to a grocery store, you're like, it's a whole different experience.
It really is. Even some stores are opening an hour early for the older generation.
So, Haley,
Yeah.
she's going off to the grocery store, just like last week. She's like in her 20s, late 20s. And she notices at the grocery store, there's this elderly lady. And she's having, kind of a hard time getting her groceries and stuff. And so Haley's like, you know what I need to do? I need to just help out. And so she prints out like 30 flyers and she passes them out throughout the neighborhood with people who are at risk. Not just elderly, but those who can't even get out of their homes and having a hard time doing that. And so she's offering herself to go shop for them.
That's so cool.
And the thing is, she's a healthcare worker, and so she knows this stuff has to be clean, and I'm not going to bring any coronavirus to these people.
Yeah.
And she'll leave it right on the front step, and then it's right there for her, for those who are, and people are using her, which is
They
great.
are.
Yeah.
She said she's gotten a couple of calls, and she even, because she's starting to get some more calls, and she maybe can't do it all on her own, got some of her college friends to help out.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That is great. Haley, way to go, young lady.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
I got some good news.
Please share it.
Okay, saw this story, and there is a couple of sisters, and the sister bond, man, that thing is unbreakable.
It's tight.
It is
Yeah.
tight. The older sister is trying to find some way to support her little sister. Her little sister has been dealing with cancer, and little sister's lost all of her hair. So what does the big sister do? She shaves her head.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and just the encouraging words that she says.
So, I shaved my head today for my sister, and she's sitting here because she thinks she looks ugly. Let me show you. These are meaningless, Gabby.
What's she talking about?
She is shaving her eyebrows.
She is?
Yeah,
So
which
she
is-
shaved her head and now she's shaving her eyebrows, or she
Yes.
shaved them.
Yeah, and
Amazing.
her little sister, like the shock on her face,
Mm-hmm.
because at the beginning of the video, the older sister's already bald. She's already shaved the head. So the sister's kind of seen that, but then she goes for the eyebrows. And I mean, girls' eyebrows are on point. And then she takes them and shaves them. Little sister just breaks down in tears.
And then I'm sure big sister does too.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And it's just supporting each other. I mean, I'm going to cry just looking at the two of them. I mean, just thinking about that bond and supporting her little sister that's had it so hard.
If you didn't see it on Facebook yet, we're going to post this for you on our video replay, which you'll see that on Apple TV, Roku, or his radio app as well. We'll put it in the Care community too.
Oh, yeah.
Once we have it up and posted, so you can see exactly what this is. Absolutely amazing. That is some good news.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Raymond has some good news. Raymond's little girl, 4 years old, on a Wednesday. And of course, they couldn't have the friends over for a party. I believe her name is Ada. So they decided they were going to decorate her little wagon. And they pulled her along throughout the neighborhood like a queen. I guess she kind of did the queen royal wave.
Did she?
She's got the unicorn ears on and the horn. It's super cute.
In the Red Rider wagon.
Right.
Yeah, you'll shoot your eye out, kid. Okay, so Michelle, she said in a text, get this, God restored her marriage. In the middle of all this.
Wow.
In the middle of this, God restored her marriage.
It's incredible the things that are happening.
Wow. 800-447-7234. You're on his radio.
I mean, when my mom died while I was in prison, struggled a little bit with my addiction still for a little while, and but I just celebrated 9 months clean for the first time since I was 14 years old. So I have 9 months and 3 days clean today.
What does that kind of freedom feel like for you?
It is so much more than just that. It is the freedom to actually be a grown-up today. I get to do that. Like, I get to pay my own bills. And it sounds really stupid, but I have a house, and I have an amazing job, and I have an amazing church family, and I have all these things. It feels, and it's not about the things, because it's about being able to give. I'm starting to get to be able to give back to people. It's amazing. I stay really grateful. I'm happier today than I've been in my whole life before I ever even got on drugs. I used to be this spoiled, entitled brat. Today, I'm grateful for really small things.